Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio. We're using the overhaul mods, Krastorio2 and Space Exploration. We're about, what, 6 hours into our playthrough? Something like that. Let me check my electricity. A bit more than that. I think we must be about 8 hours, maybe a bit more. Because there must have been, no, there were, we had power right from the very beginning, so 8 hours. Alright, we just built a little mall for us, so it's going ahead and giving us all the things we need to build all the things. We do need to get some more. I wish I had the logistic bots, but I don't yet. Let's see. The next steps. We need to get the next science pack. I need to redo science over here. We need red circuits. I think we have some oil right there and some oil. Wasn't there some down here somewhere? Here. And I think we're going to use those two. We'll have maybe this one be the, well, let's see. There's a little bit of coal right there. So maybe this could be the plastic and this would be sulfur. I'm not sure. We'll work it out. But either way, we need to work our way forward. I think the first thing we'll do is duplicate science. Because right now we have this little, okay. So we have this little early science facility up here, which is terrible. I can't even see it on the map. But it was the one we did right when the game began, to just do the first science pack. And we expanded it a little bit, but it's not done well. We need to get that on our bus. It should be simple. I also want to start setting up a train network at some point, so maybe I should start making a note of these things. Here, is that visible? Yeah. Here, this was something else entirely. Let's get rid of this one, this note. Make a new note. That's being recorded right. So, to-do list. Redo science on bus. Oil fields. Next science pack. Train. We're not setting up a full network yet. We'll do some ad hoc train from mining outposts. So maybe that's better. Iron mining outpost with trains. So those are that's our to-do list. We'll see what we get to today. Warehouse is finished. Let's take the next one. We're almost out. In fact, this is the last one we have before our science is stopped, because we don't have the next science pack yet. Which is fine. It just means that the work we're doing is going to sit idle for a little bit. All right. So science, we have these modules already built up. So they're all using blues. And we're going to stick with 1 per second. Or should we do 2 per second? Let's do 1 per second for now. That'll make it easier in the future. So 1 to 6. Trying to leave some space. Because we are playing with the local biters, the biters that are on Nalvis set to peaceful, we are not able to harvest creep, so we have alternate recipes for military tech. But they are expensive, and they're not very useful because we don't have anything to fight at the moment. So we are skipping over that and going straight on to chemical tech, which requires a bunch of oil stuff. But that's getting ahead of ourselves. Let's start out simple. Oh, right. This needed okay. I forgot. Yeah, this needs wood. I forgot. We can make a little greenhouse specific to this one little area, I guess. What if we do it just out of regular water without having to bring in sand? Because I think we're going to end up having trouble with stone if we keep on relying on sand everywhere. So even just 6 will do it. That's fine. Okay, can we maybe grab some intermediate products? We don't need to carry all that. Or make all that by hand. Here. There we go. We will need water, though. I guess we can get it from this lake up here. Need to get some grenades so we can take this out all nice and quick. Although with even the rocks, we can't do that. For them, we need bots. Alright. So we'll need a offshore pump also. And a bunch of piping. I think I have a bunch of piping on my... Yeah, it's right here. Just grab some of that. Now, one change I do like is they made the piping go on forever. Look at that. Look how long it goes. Wow. And steel goes even further underground. It's crazy. Good enough? So we got water now? Yeah, we got water. Alright. And how much is that? Is that, in terms of belts, it is not even a tenth of a belt. So. And I put it too close. Alright, we're making wood from nothing, which takes two minutes each, but we'll produce it in good quantity. And we're done, right? No science left? Not till we get another pack. Alright. They're going. And this is going to combine with something making, what's it called? Making cable. I guess that's... No, I want to put it on this side. Just so that it's a bit further away from the bus. Even if it makes it a little more complicated. All right. And then we can just do our machines right here. Where are they? These automation card. No, these basic tech cards. Although, are we going to need those in the future? I mean, looking at this, it seems like everything else needs everything but basic tech cards. Well, I guess we'll still have them, but it seems like they're not being used anymore. In fact, do I see anything that needs them in the future? Am I completely wasting my time? Yes, I'm completely wasting my time. Everything starts with red science. Never mind. Let's just start this entire episode over as if we hadn't done a damn thing. Because this is all a waste of time. My apologies. But this is all useless. And when we need to use something like this again, I'll just end up yelling about it and complaining that, why didn't I save this? But I don't think I did. I don't think I will. I think this is genuinely useless. I'll leave the pipe going. We'll need water at some point. Probably not here, but we'll have at least tapped it already. Alright, that's starting over again. Skipping over this science, we go starting with red science. So, switching all these to blue. Across the board. So it's one. We're pulling this in from the bus. We make these locally. So it's all about making one of these, feeding 6 of these, and that also gets it from the bus. Very simple. So we need a line of iron plates. You're making the blank card. Right? Wait a minute. Did I see this wrong? Why did I need these? Because of the automation thing, right? And now that we aren't doing the automation thing, we don't need them. So, my bad. I just need the blank card, which is iron and copper. I'm off my game today. I'm a little not on top of things as much as I wish I were. My apologies. We'll get it together. I blame lack of sleep. Alright, and then that can output wherever. Doesn't matter. And we'll combine this right here with... Oh, wait, no, wait. Do I want to... No, I'm confusing myself again. We didn't do anything over here already. So, right here, we'll pull in the automation things. Now we have a line of how many machines? 6. Sure, 7. No, odd numbers are bad. 8. And this will be in common with the next set. And we'll do our science on top, outside, I guess. So we will send all our science out, away from the bus. Alright, what is the next pack? Next pack is green science. So the components that are already built, we'll need to make blank tech cards again. I wonder if I should just make blank tech cards once. Like, how many do we need? This needs 0.1. Here, let me just change all these. Blank tech cards, this needs 0.1. The previous one needed... The red science needed 0.1. So yeah, we just need to maybe make a couple more of these. If we have one machine, we're already making several. Let's let me see. If I force an assembler, if I force this to 3, what about 5? What about 20? Okay, it's not updating that row. Get rid of the limitation then. I want it the other direction. If we set this to 10 per second, that would give us an idea of what this is. So one of these is really producing 0.07. Or less than that. Nah, let's just do them separate. Well, no. This makes... We'll do them separate, but we can get them from here. That might be the better way of putting it. Do I want to do that? Now I'm all torn about what's the right thing to do. Let's redo this a little bit. Do the future science tech packs need all this too? So the... Here, let me make a new block. Like, should we just have all of our blank tech cards done at once? Looks like it. So if we set this to 1 per second also. Okay, let's just have a better recipe for blank tech cards. And let's say we're going to, well, I guess we need, my bad. If we were to make all of our science packs at once, so blue, military, green, and red, all at once, all at 1 per second. How many of these blank tech cards would we need? We would need 2 machines making them. 3. Okay, we can do that. That's very doable. Oh, and how many of the wiring machines to support? Not even 1? Okay. Interesting. Here, get rid of this. So, we'll go a little overkill just to be safe. Let's... The total I can't see them now, but the total inputs are less than 1 belt of each. We can just put these on the same belt. Alright. Overkill. No, wrong thing. Not gonna work. I'm just forgetting my very basics. I'm being very bad at this. No, that was not what I wanted. I want that there, that, there. Up, down, out, out. There. I think this will do it. Except I probably should have left a gap here. I'm going to move it. All right, we're screwing up all over the place, Michael. You need to get your act together and make this actually happen. Instead of whining about it like this. Get going. This was supposed to be the easy part of our to-do list. All right, and then this will be a basis for each science pack as we make it. All right, and these are all good to go. The next science pack then is the green, and assume we already have our cards. So it does need to make wheels locally. And circuits will bring in by our bus. So we need a line of plate and circuits. So we'll just mirror this on this side. It's 3 items, right? 3 items? Yeah. All right. And what we're trying to prepare on this side are the gears. Let's put circuits on this belt also. So this will just be gears. So this is fine like that, but I need to clear it. Let me get rid of all these tech cards too. So like that, I guess. Then like that. And this is circuits. Da da ba da ba da ba da da. All right. And I'll make this, I'll go a bit overboard with this. Just so logistics are not an issue. This is iron plate. All right. Oh, I'm out of blues. Let's go get some more inserters from way back to the east. We might need to expand this more. I don't think we're producing anywhere near enough glass. Enough locally, perhaps, but not enough for... like, we have a belt of glass. That's not enough. We're gonna need far more than that. What's of all this junk? Get rid of all this junk. All right. This was our first little area we made for. It was a kind of a mini mall. I just made inserters because they're the inserters are such a complicated recipe in this mod for some reason. It has so many little parts to it. And I was spending so much time just making inserters. So, but that's all done now. Sure. All right, there we go. We've replicated our science. Cross one thing to do off the to-do list. Now I said I was going to skip over military tech, but let's just take a look at that recipe and see how bad it is. Maybe we can have military be researching while we're doing oil stuff. Oh, okay, so it needs electronic components. And military research data needs a bunch of stuff. I don't even know what these are. Grenades. Walls. And then the components themselves. What is a superior inserter? Huh. I don't know. But this also needs glass and silicon and plastic. Okay, so we're not buying anything. We're gonna have to go for oil anyway, no matter what we do. I need to set up a little lab over here. I'll do that when it's actually any point to it. Here, let me drop some more junk. Why do I have steam engines? Weird. Alright. I don't think I want to do any train stuff for my first set of oil. We'll pump the oil close by and do work. Like where? Maybe up here? Maybe this is where we do our oil work? We kind of have a big open spot there. I like it. So maybe I should instead get oil up here twice rather than going down all the way down here. I don't know. Where is our current sentry? It's like way out here. Why don't we move that somewhere else so we can start scanning other places? I might be delaying going the trains too much. It's a very real possibility. Like, we're at the point where we can choose. But, I feel like we can do oil without trains. Concrete. Let's add that to the to-do list. So I can start getting, I don't need a large amount of it, but I need enough of it for things like the better poles. So we don't need to throw away a ton of metal just making some power lines. Alright, where am I going? Oil there. Oil right there. I think that's the one we're going to start with. It's a nice big patch. Wow, I'm already a half hour in. I feel like I've done nothing. When I play this game, time passes by so fast. Here, we'll put this here. Alright, so it's all underneath these trees. Oh. Oh, I didn't bring any pump jacks. I'm an idiot. I brought chemical plants, but no pump jacks. Well, let's just get rid of some of these trees first of all. So we can actually see what we're doing. Another reason to get grenades. Do I have any coal on me? Like I can make some grenades right here. No, I don't. Too bad. Well, if nothing else, we can lay the pipe down on the way back. Alright, so let's say we have this field here. There's a little bit more over here. And it's all going to come to a head like right about here. And we'll start heading this way. I have an odd number of these for some reason, which is annoying to me. This isn't, the pipeline is not quite as smart as the power grid line. Like if you're trying to place power and you end up trying to place it on top of a bush or a rock or something, it will automatically just move back a space so that you can continue placing an uninterrupted power line. But this won't. It'll just stop. Okay, so I have to keep on checking to make sure it's really connected. They might have done something with the fluid physics also. Maybe we'll need pumps along the way. That would be a thing to deal with. Alright. And we'll figure out how to bring it home in a moment. Let me actually grab some coal and make some grenades, because those seem pretty cheap. They're just coal and plate. And time. But we have time. There you go. That will do for us. Let me grab those pump jacks then. Where did I put them? Here-ish. About. Here we are. So these are the oil pump jacks. We haven't done anything with mineral water yet. We haven't found a need for mineral water yet. Did I get jetpacks? No, it needs the next science pack yet. I forgot. We already talked about this. Because that would make things a lot easier if we just fly around. Hopefully these are enough to one-shot a tree. I could have made a car, I guess. But the thing is, whenever I have a car, I always lose track of it. And then I'm always running around. I'm not convinced it saves me time. Like, if you had to use them indefinitely, eventually it would save me time. But like in the short term, I think I'll spend more time hunting for my car than I would save from getting where I want to go a little faster. Which is sad to admit, but likely the truth. Alright. That all of them? Looks like it. This feels like it's probably a mathematical like solution to it. What's the least number of pipe fragments or segments to connect this many different oil things? Like some variant of the traveling salesman or something. It feels like one of those things with a mathematical solution. I think we're good. All right. I'm wondering if I should just grab the nearby ones too while we're at it. They're pretty close. I might as well. How terrible would it be if we had so much oil? Oh, that slowdown when we walk into the sand. That's noticeable. Builds a bunch of grenades, forgets to use them. I'll get those two while we're here. Those also. Those 5 too. Grenades. All right. Where is the trunk? There. Okay. All right. Now we got lots and lots of oil coming in. I think I am still going to make 2 different refineries, though. I mean, even though we're combining all our oil into one giant slop, I find that refining capacity is a bigger issue than oil. And I've ended up in a situation where I have all the plastic, I can't get any sulfur because I'm getting too much plastic, you know? So we're going to build a little refinery just for sulfur and a little refinery just for plastic. And they're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to have 2 of them. They're going to look the exact same. And I mean, here's these raw minerals. Ah, they require, this is what you used chlorine for. It's like uranium in the base game. You have to use sulfuric acid for the uranium. This requires chlorine. Interesting. Well, so far I haven't used rare metals for anything. They haven't been required. There's been a couple recipes that were more efficient with rare metals. Alright, so wait, where did that end? It ended like right around here. Okay. So how much refining should I do? We only have one recipe, right? Is it complicated? It's just a very simple make petroleum gas recipe. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to get a whole bunch more of these. More refineries. I think we'll do 16 and 16. Enough that I won't have to worry about it for a while. We are going to need coal. So should I maybe put the sulfur one over here and the plastic one over here so that we can just grab that coal? I kind of like it. Oh, I am very low on poles. Let's go and get those. Yeah, we used up our entire supply from that. Definitely need some bots. When are we gonna get bots, please? Power poles. Here they are. All right. So I just want to straight away. I will set up so that we can convert it to better oil refining at some point. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Did I go too far right? Should I set it up in 2 sets of 8 instead? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Dum bum bum ba da dum. How much water is this gonna need? $50 every 5. That's so little. That's not an issue at all. Still haven't been hit by a meteor. Nothing. I mean, a meteor has never hit any of my structures. It's always just falling outside. Looks like that was pretty close, though. Look at that. It was right there. I think that might have been the closest one I've seen. Whoops. Feels terrible using undergrounds for these little tiny ones. But that's fine when it can stretch so far. So do I put my sulfuric acid on the bus, or do I put it in the refinery? I think I put it on the bus, rather than bring the iron out here. So we'll bring a what's it called, a belt or two, maybe. How much is this going to be producing? Let me just get some raw numbers. So if we were to produce sulfur in a chemical plant, it would need petroleum gas, which we're getting from this. So if we were to do a single red belt, that would need 25. So we're not doing a single red belt. We're doing a bit less than that. But that does mean that I don't need to worry about like bringing 2 belts in. Okay. We can just have a single belt going out. Okay. Nowhere near. I'm actually going to bring the oil to the middle between the two sets. So let's go all the way over here. And then we'll feed it from like a tank. That we might have to like put pumps in. Well, that didn't work as planned. Because you might end up doing some sort of weird circuit stuff eventually. Probably not, but you never know. Yeah, let's figure this out. There we go. And now the same on this side. First petroleum in 8 hours. I knew I was about 8 hours in. I could very easily kill myself with these grenades. And that would not be a desirable outcome, in case that wasn't obvious. I wasn't praising the grenade damage. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so that over there is going to be where we make the what's it called? I don't have enough space for this, do I? This is going to be where I was thinking we'd make the plastic. And then over here we'd make sulfur. I have to move it down a little bit, I guess. Just finish it up, Michael. Don't try to fix the blueprint. The bots aren't going to save us. Whoops. It throws me a little when the ghosts project. They project the little line behind them. So like this already has a line even though I haven't placed anything there. It's not a big deal. And our entire factory is going to be sulfur short because this is slightly further away from here. Probably. So when this ends up going dry, it'll favor one side or the other. All right. So it was saying to make 15 here. What about for the plastic? If we wanted a red belt of it. So that we can get a red belt of plastic. It needs a full belt of coal. Oops. Wrong recipe. We're not going to shoot coal to us. So that needs 25 miners. 16, which we almost have. And then only 15. But what about the logistics for it? Oh, that's not that bad. Is the recipe different? No. No, it's just not that bad. Weird. I thought that getting coal in and out, plastic in and out of machines was tricky. Maybe they did slow it down. Like I bet before it was 1 coal creates 2 plastic instead of 2 creating 4. It shouldn't matter, but it does. All right, so we said what was the number? It was 15, so 16. I'm gonna leave a gap so we could do some cracking if we need to, right here. Thinking. Do I want to do them like this instead? I think I do. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Plastic belt going out. And we'll go get some coal from this thing down there. We'll just cross straight across and make that work somehow. So it'll get in the way of all our future train deliveries. That's the plan. Where am I? What's just south of me? A factory. So we need to go further east. Oh, out of reds. Okay. And I should probably get a few more of these. Looks good. I don't need these tech cards. Alright, say we go across right here. I could just resupply this line here. Probably it was a waste to drag all this coal all the way out here. But that's our grenade coal. When we need to use that for building something on the bus itself. Wrong direction. Grenade coal. Didn't even see that one. Sneaky tree. Alright. Is there room on this side for one more? Yeah. That's enough for now, I think. So let's see. Going that way, so going this way, so going this way. This is one of the nice things about using red belts everywhere. It is a lot more metal on the ground, but it takes away a lot of the having to deal with belt logic. You don't have to worry about how much can I fit, how many miners can I fit on a yellow so that I can then combine it into another red later. Just use red everywhere. It's easier. Wow, that one actually came in pretty close. That was cool. I like it. How did you know that there were 0 destroyed before it landed? Now I'm a little scared. It must pre-calculate. So it decides whether or not to hit you before seeing what's on the ground. Completely ignoring the radius of these machines now, of this thing, whatever. Bum, bum. This kind of reminds me of The Long Dark. That music in The Long Dark. I haven't played that game in a while, and I wouldn't mind doing it again. Okay. And I guess we'll make a new little belt area for belts. So this is plastic. This will be sulfur. Dum, bum. Alright, so for our sulfur, how many machines did it say we needed there? 15. So again, 16, but even this time they won't all be used. And we need to get more. We don't have any. Or not enough, at least. We also need more piping. I don't like when my factory sits idle. I kind of wish I had... Oh, well. In the future, it won't. We'll have constant stuff going on. Hopefully. We'll push ahead on a couple science packs, and then things will go really slow. Once we get to infinite science, then we'll always have something to work on. I could probably use some more reds. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put my radar back out. Back when we were... I should have put it over there. Oh, I'll do it some other time. I forgot. My bad. Passive healing is so slow. Like, that was from a random grenade hit from 10 minutes ago. Alright, same sort of thing. Are we about level? We're not. We're kind of... We're equally proportioned, I'd say. Maybe a little closer, even. Given that these are lower down. Enough that it won't bother me aesthetically. I think we can just do something like this. Like these are easy, right? They just need... No, they do need two things, so we do need to... But it makes more sense to put them like this than facing each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Water is always 2. That was weird. So I can just click on this over and over again. It flips it around. Huh. I bet it wouldn't once we have fluid running through it, because it wouldn't want to connect the two. But that's interesting that that's different behavior. Look at that. I didn't know it would do that. All connected? And this is the water. How is the logistics of this? In terms of, yeah, it's fine. 6.3 divided over 15 machines. That's more than enough. With just one each. Okay. Oil's done. Or not done, but... I didn't even put the right thing on here. I forgot red circuits. Because we can't do the next science pack till red circuits, right? The next science pack needs red circuits. Which is kind of unfortunate, because I kind of placed these awkwardly. I guess we'll have a big thing of red science right here, and then we'll do the next science pack. But that kind of makes this weird. Let me leave a gap. Well, maybe I'll... Maybe I'll make red circuits just as part of science, not red circuits like for anything else. So we'll make a smaller amount of red circuits here, and then we'll later on we'll add red circuits to our bus in a way that we can actually use them for production. This is just science red circuits. So how many do we need? See, only three machines worth. That's nothing. So in terms of belts, how many is this glass? That would be okay. We actually have that much glass on the bus, so we can just pull that in from there. And then the sulfuric acid is simple enough. Yeah, this is easy. This is the hard part. We haven't looked at this yet. Silicon. So silicon from quartz, and then quartz from sand, and then sand from rock in a mechanical a pulverizer. No, we don't. It would be so much more than that. That's what we'll use when we need to make glass on mess. We'll just use a crusher. Even a crusher, we could get away with if only one. Okay, that's a lot better than I thought it would be. So we need a filtration plant. We can turn that into steel. This is so much lighter than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have to make a big thing to get this. But no, it's not a big thing at all. That's so convenient. Okay. I haven't dealt with this yet. I still need to bring in copper cable. For here. So one machine feeding 3. And 2 of these. Doable. This needs glass also at this level, and plastic. So that's okay. I was a little confused because I was looking at this and saying red circuits don't need plastic. No, they do. They need it through components. How do I want to lay this out? So 1 feeding 3. It's gonna be messy. Let's go ahead and just pin this, and we'll see what we come up with. Here's where we have to build it. So let me make some space. So start with the red circuits. So we're gonna pull in 1 thing of copper, and that's gonna feed all 3 of these. We leave a little room for belt nonsense if we need it. Or maybe just for ease, for layout's purpose, we'll just do it in pairs. Or in triples. Triples will work. Yeah, triples will work. That way we don't have to mix ingredients on a single belt, which is always preferable. All right, you're going to input for both sides. And you're going to output across the way. You're going to pull in from over there. Oop. So we have green circuits and okay, we're going to reverse that. So you'll pull in from across the way, and you'll get the you'll get the copper from close up. Just because of how my bus is laid out, it makes it a little easier. Alright, and this is where we'll make the components. Right here. They'll come around like this. So that's done. That's done. The components are a I don't have coal. I do have coal right here. Maybe I could just use that coal line. So maybe this goes the other direction. This comes down. So how are we going to do this? The final step is to make these in 2 machines. And now we need to bring plastic and glass. And the silicon will produce down here. So plastic and glass. Where do I want to put that in? I guess we could bring it on this side. And then bring it over there. There's not a lot of room here. I don't want to crowd myself. So I think we will do that. It can be on one thing too. There's not much plastic we need. So let's say we're going to do this all here. So here's our glass. Looks good. Then we need to actually bring in the silicon. And the silicon is going to be arriving from a single steel furnace. We're going to use 2. Because why not? All right, and that needs quartz. This is quartz. Quartz comes from a facility. I don't have a filtration plant, which I need to make in hand because I don't have another way of making it. Multi-cylinder engines are just nowhere in our world. I'm assuming it needs water. Yeah, it needs water. So we have water right here. We'll just pull it down. Okay, and we'll figure this out in a moment. Filtration plant. It's a biggie. We still need to get stone down here. I haven't thought about that yet. But we'll work it out. Okay, and this needs stone. Too bad I can't just grab this little bit of stone. Or rather, I need a crusher, and that needs stone. So let's get a line of stone. I think we can pull this one through here. There's room. Oh! Hey! It actually hit something. Wow. You made a mess. Of course, it falls on the science. Think this is good? Yeah. All done. All fixed. A lot of things to be repaired. Oh no, there's one more over here. I didn't even see it. We'll let our bots repair it when they're done. At least it didn't fall in any of our boxes, like full of things. That would have been annoying. It did fall in a box full of things. It destroyed all my miners. That was a lot of iron, and there's just a few miners. Oh well. I think everything's good. I'm looking to see if there's any sort of like missing inserter that's disappeared. Exciting times. Oh, I had a whole bunch of boxes here and with a whole bunch of stuff in it. Oh, it was mostly junk, but hopefully it wasn't anything important. Yeah, this is done, or it will be in a moment. First silicon at 9 hours. Oh, I should probably stop soon. Yeah, this one's not going to get a lot of use. I think I'd be doing better if I had more here. It's idle a lot of the time. Or do I need more of these? No, it's I don't. The recipe said we didn't. We're actually doubled up. Okay, red circuits. Next step. Next we have to make the sulfuric acid. It just needs 1 and plate and sulfur. Trying to decide which way I want to face it. This way is fine. Pyroflux dowsing I already have, somehow. Transfer the heat of pyroflux into water, which is hot enough to be used by steam engines directly. How is my power doing? I guess it's down because we stopped our science. Yeah, that makes sense. So this needs to be iron and sulfur. Out of undergrounds. I should just take 2. Anything else we're really low on? Maybe blues? But blues are far away. Chemical plants. We could use a few more of. Alright. Let's get this done. Oh, this needs water also. Our water's there. That's fine. We can make that work. With these generously long pipes. So, iron and sulfur, we said. All right. And the next step, I think, is just the machines, right? The chemical tech cards. Anything else I missed? No? Nope. So just need to get everything in place. We need to bring in glass. We've already got the circuits. The blank tech cards are right there. Oop. Kind of unfortunate placement for this. I'm just going to move this, shuffle that down a little bit. This keeps going. There's another tech thing we need for it. This comes over here. How many was it? 4? 6? 2, 4, 6. There we go. Then we have a couple lines right here. Belts. And this is more glass. Which I suppose I could just grab from there, but it's fine just bringing it in again. And now it's going to turn out I missed something entirely, and there's a different component that I just forgot about entirely. Hopefully not. How long is the recipe? 20 seconds. So it's fine to load in the with reds, with just a single red. Oh, looks like it's going. Okay. We need to go get our labs. They're all in the old area. Let's go clean that up real quick. And I need to steal some circuits and make some better armor for myself. What's going on here? Why do you have... Oh, you're just never able to output. Because this never clears up. That's fine. I am shocked at just how well we've been able to do on just a single iron smelter. We really need to expand our iron production. We really need to. So, it's lasted for a long time. Once we turn back on science, though, it's just going to empty. It's going to go... What is going on there? This weird little shadow effect from the... I don't know. It's a weird flicker. I don't like it. I'm going to leave all this in place just to rot. This was... but I'm going to steal the labs from it. Here, I'll prune this little field down here too while I'm at it. Yeah, this is all obsolete. I might end up disconnecting it from power at some point, but it's legacy. It shows our history. We should be proud of our history. Why are we not getting... Oh, are we having a problem with our... Oh, I never actually hooked up a second one. But I thought I did. I thought I put a splitter between them. I guess I didn't. Let me just quickly do this. So easily distracted. I do apologize. This was not on my to-do list. Poor discipline. Okay. Let's grab some more inserters while we run by. There's something satisfying about looking at a completed factory like this and saying, we did all this. This was all done because of things we calculated slowly, bit by bit, and now it's complete and working. It's a very satisfying feeling. Alright. I'm thinking right here is where we'll do it. God, so much clutter in my inventory. Yeah, this must not have been there. Must have been destroyed by the meteorite. Because it, I don't know. It looked like it was reversing it, but it wasn't. Alright, and we'll put military science on the other side of this. But not today. There we go. Let me just go ahead and quickly set a next thing to research. Jetpack equipment. And I'm going to steal a bunch of red circuits. And make ourselves some modular armor. Very small for now. Only a 4x4. And we don't have any equipment in it because that's all... Well, we do have some things. A few things. Batteries. We'll deal with this in the future. Anyway, I think this is enough for now. We got the new science pack. We got the oil fields. We got our refineries going. And now we have moved on to a new tier of science. Next time we're going to go ahead and do military science, even though it's going to be expensive. And then I think we desperately need to expand our incoming iron. And I guess then we do red circuits, like as part of our belt, so that we can then make, we can then use that for things that are not part of science, like what am I saying? The logistic network and stack inserters and that sort of thing. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time.